Nick, I have to talk into this thing. Is it good right here? So first off, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming up. This is our first event. I approached Doug and Nick probably, man, almost 2 years ago and said we need to get into Rhode Island. It's taken us that long to get up here. So we're super stoked that this is our first event. We've got our Connecticut brothers and sisters with us. My name is Sean. I'm the president of the Guardians Rhode Island chapter. Our focus, and you know, I could get into the VA, but I won't. But our focus is, you know, those veterans that just need something a little more that the government's not handing, especially that combat wounded veteran. So we're really pushing. We have an event probably every month for the next 6 months to try to get in and really let Rhode Island know that we're here. So again, I could sit here and say thank you to everybody, but let's just get into, let me introduce my team real quick, and then I'm gonna let Doug stand up and talk about Connecticut. My vice president is Tim. Treasurer Michelle. And secretary, where's Lindsay? Oh, right there. And our marketing guy is Benny. He's the guy that has invented everything for us, so it's been awesome. But again, Doug, where's Doug?
I'm not holding this.
Hey, they told me it's the rule.
All right. Yeah, so I'm Doug. I'm the CEO of Guardians of the Purple Heart. I started out 7 years ago as the president for Connecticut. So 7 years ago when I started out as the president, it was, I basically turned around and said, I want to come into other states. So this is pretty much 7 years in the making. So thank you all for being here. About 4 months ago, I think it was, Sean came to me and said, hey, I want to open up a Rhode Island chapter. And I pretty much told Sean I have very high standards when it comes to this organization. Pretty much this logo means a lot. It stands for a lot. So pretty much the goal or the mission for Guardians of the Purple Heart is we specialize in obtaining items or services for combat wounded veterans that are not being met by other organizations like the VA. So where the VA has to leave off because of their corporate red tape and their limitations, which is only natural, we can come in behind them and pretty much fulfill those obligations by reaching out to the community, working with our vast network of supporters, and basically bringing the community together as a whole and fulfilling those obligations. So by you being here today, it means a lot. So thank you for being here. If you have any questions or anything, just ask one of us. I have the Connecticut president, which is Nick, which is right here, the VP, what's his name again? Seth. Then we have Lily right here. She is our chef. Then who else we got here? We got, I can't even see you back there. We got Monique, she's our secretary. We have my assistant, Big Tuna, which is my son, Nick. And we have 2 other people who are probably going to be voted in within the next 24 hours. What are you guys' names again? Dane and Caitlin, who are right there. So if you're interested in joining, please just talk to one of us, and then we can get you in as well. But again, thank you for being here today. And please, if you have any questions, just let us know. All right, thank you.
Hey Guardian family, Seth again, back out here with Sean, the president for the Rhode Island chapter of Guardians of the Purple Heart. We're at the first meet and greet event, right?
Right.
Where the people can come out and get to know a little bit about the Guardians. We had some food, some drinks, some raffle prizes. We had some pretty awesome army trucks outside from what, World War II and Vietnam, I think is what they were saying.
One of them for sure, Vietnam.
So it's really a fun day thus far, but I want to take this moment and talk about you and your Rhode Island chapter and what you guys have planned without giving away too many secrets, but what you're excited about. So
getting this one out of the way has definitely helped with the hey, we're in Rhode Island jitters.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. The goals that we have are very ambitious. We want to hold an event at least every month for the next 6 months to really get our name out to Rhode Island, let them know who we are, network is with as many veteran groups as possible to be able to really jump in the pool and splash as many people as possible.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a fun day thus far. It's a pretty large turnout.
Not bad.
I see a lot. I see a lot of people wearing Guardian stuff, so that's pretty awesome.
So because it's mostly Connecticut.
So you discovered that there was a need though.
There is a need
to fill in Rhode Island. That there's not a whole lot of people out there helping out. What's going on, bud? It's not a whole lot of people helping out the veteran community.
Got my bubbles.
Nice bubbles, man.
Yeah, bubbles.
We can blow them later if you want.
So one of the biggest issues here is the government entities not only service Rhode Island, but also Cape Cod.
Okay.
So Rhode Island is in need of the Guardians, beyond a need. So that need has driven the team and I to really kind of push and get us out there.
So speaking of the team, we had a chance earlier where you guys got to introduce yourselves and your roles. What are your numbers looking like thus far? Like you have the whole kit and caboodle established. You got your board members set.
We're good. We still. 5 people running an event is a bit hectic, especially since we're at 2 different ends of the state.
Wow.
So we've got 3 down south, 2 up north. It would be awesome to see more volunteers.
Yeah. I mean, so wow, that's a lot of commitment to travel to get these things done.
Especially around here. I didn't realize it was this far north.
Yeah, but I think we can all speak that we have the confidence in you guys. Just seeing what you've done with this thus far.
I appreciate.
I mean, to be the first event and to have a bar, have food, have people show up, have awesome
people showing up. Best thing in the world.
Awesome vehicles outside. We all learn cool things. We got some friends showing up from Two Brothers Pizza.
That's right.
Our boy, the Greek freak in the background, right? So, you're amongst family and doing pretty good. So, what's the next event you guys got going on? You don't want to talk about that? We keep it secret?
Watch the Facebook.
Watch the Facebook page.
I mean, we're April 8th is the next event, so it's right around the corner.
Whoa.
So, don't sit back and take a breath.
No.
Hold on tight because we're going to continue.
And you guys have your own separate social media for people to be able to follow specifically what Rhode Island's doing.
Yep. And our marketing guy, the guy that does the content, he's on point. He's making sure everything's up there and running.
Nick, you hear this stuff? We got a marketing guy.
It's you.
Oh, it's me?
Oh.
Shotgun tasking. Well, that's pretty awesome, man. That's great. So you're gonna have an event every month for the next 6 months.
Yes, sir.
Just coming in hot and heavy.
That's right.
That's awesome. I love it. And then you're still on the hunt for a possible recipient for this year or next year.
I think we're going to shoot towards, it would be awesome if we were able to kind of hit this last part of the year with a recipient.
Yeah.
But I think mostly we're going to shoot for next year so we can really focus, you know, have the funding to go with it, have the momentum, and be able to choose that recipient as best as possible.
Yeah, it'll be good because it goes back to what we've always done in the Guardians, right? Is where we're not focused on quantity, we're focused on quality.
That's right.
All right, we do one thing as best we possibly can. So it'll be good. I'm sure whatever you guys are going to do is going to be fantastic. So April 8th, you said? Is
April 8th.
What are we doing on April 8th?
Watch the page.
Watch the page.
Yeah,
man, you keep the suspense going.
That's right.
Killing me
I
over
learned
here.
from the best.
I'm part of the organization. I don't even know what you guys are doing. It's going to be a surprise. All right, well, I won't take too much of your time. I know you got people to you know, babies to shake and hands to kiss. All that stuff. Something like that. Yeah. But we'll leave you to it. And thanks for inviting us out, brother.
I appreciate
it.
Thank you.
This is the first of 50 steps.
That's
right?
50 steps.
First of 50 steps.
That's right.
All 50 states, and then hopefully Puerto Rico.
Hell yeah.
That'd be awesome, right? I say we should. All right, man. Intro.
Real.
All right. We are here with
Tim.
Good job. That's your name.
Different.
For a moment there.
I was a combat engineer. I blew stuff up.
What's your name, Bo?
Tim, you are the what?
I'm the vice president of the Rhode Island.
Fellow vice president. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you joined the Guardians.
So, I did a few years in the Army. And when I got out, I was all tore up. Like, I could not function. I lost all my military buddies. Like, it was tough for me when I got out. So I decided to start volunteering with all these veteran groups. That way I can get that camaraderie back in my life.
Yep.
And I just quit my old job. I interviewed with Sean. Started working for Sean with the landscaping company down in North Kingston. And I actually just recently left there and I'm working with the state now. But when I turned in my 2 weeks to Sean, Sean was like, hey man, I dig you. I want to keep working with you. I got this going on. I know you like working with the veteran community. So I'd like for you to come on as my VP. And I couldn't have been more honored to do it.
So let's be Sean let you go, didn't he?
No.
It was mutual.
I wrote
it was mutual.
a nice 2-week notice. It wasn't Sean that made me leave. I'll just leave it.
Was Sean able to read it? I know Coast Guard guys have a hard time, but
again, highest as.
Hey, I got a 95 on my app. I don't know.
Wow, that should say something. I'm just saying. He could have been a nuke. In some ways, it'd have been great.
Yeah.
We would have less respect for you at that point in time. But
they showed me a video. I make things go boom.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, I can definitely relate to that feeling of losing, that camaraderie, that brotherhood that you had while you were in the service, and the Guardians are definitely going to supply that in spades. That's for sure. So yeah, it's awesome to have you guys here. It's awesome, like I said before, to take the first of another 49 steps to get to all 50 states. Right? Yeah. You guys are the first. Right? There'll never be another one quite like you guys. You're definitely starting off strong. How'd you feel about today's meet and greet?
I thought today went pretty well. I mean, for our first event, I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Right? We had raffles, for basket prizes. We had the 50-50 raffle as well. We had some Vietnam and World War II trucks and historical stuff outside for people to go see. I definitely loved that. Food, a nice bar over behind us there. Yeah. It's definitely a pretty awesome event.
Yeah.
So
this is my hometown. So
it's your stomping ground.
This is one of my favorite spots in this town. So
nice.
I couldn't have thought of a better place to.
So you ready? Are you ready for the drive for this? I mean, this is a lot of work. I'm still trying to figure it out myself.
I'm hitting the ground running and I'm sending it.
Just sending
full
it.
send.
Just getting after it.
Full send. No questions asked.
So you got 6 months with hopefully an event every month. That's a lot to do.
Oh yeah.
And you're trying to grow that team, right?
Oh yeah.
So if you're out there in Rhode Island and you're looking for the perfect organization to join to help the community, Guardians of the Purple Heart Rhode Island should be on the top of that list.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure. 100%.
Especially if you're a veteran and you want to come out and be part of that brotherhood again.
Yeah.
So where can people go to find out more about you guys specifically, the Rhode Island chapter?
So, I mean, I'm always here in the northern end of the state. I live in Barberville. You can message me on Facebook. Mm-hmm. You can say you want to meet up at any place up here, and I'll come meet with you. And Sean's got the southern end of the state locked down pretty well. So I know a lot of Rhode Islanders, if you got to drive 30 minutes, you got to pack a lunch. Mm-hmm. So we got both ends of the state with this team. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's no excuse here.
We got the map covered, that's for sure. So, and we're going to be up supporting you guys as well. We got a few events coming down in Connecticut. Hopefully we see you guys see the rest of our Guardian family and grow those numbers. They can visit you on your social media pages, right? I know you got Facebook. Got anything else? Instagram as well.
And of course, the website, the Guardians.
The Guardians website, the GOTPH. Was it www.gotph.org is us.
Yes.
And we'll put links in the descriptions for all of this, for these videos. That way everybody can be there. And then we'll make sure we get these to you guys as well, so that way you guys can push it out on your social media too. All right, people can see. For those who couldn't be at the meet and greet today, we'll bring it to you digitally. So, but we're meeting up with the crew, making sure everybody's good. Hey, guys, look, we're happy to have you. It's nice to be able to sit here with the president and vice president of the second best chapter in the Guardians of the Purple Heart. I mean, you guys are doing a lot, starting off with a handicap with the Coast Guard. You know, I'll give you that. I'm impressed. I know that you'll carry the team, though.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right, guys, I'll let you go. You can go make the rounds, talk to the rest of the people that are here. And Seth back once again. This time, I'm here with marketing genius, Benny. How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Pretty good. So, you joined the Guardians.
I am.
How's that feeling?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah?
I'm wicked excited.
We're excited. First off, he's using the word wicked, so we're automatically best friends. That's what's up. So, you're the marketing guy. You joined the Guardians. Why'd you want to join the Guardians?
Listen, Sean was the one that really got me into the world of veterans. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of come to the realization that at least here, veterans don't get everything they need. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be a person that could help with that in any way I can.
That's awesome. That's it. Not only is that a great attitude to have, but that is often the same attitude that a lot of us veterans have. So we're happy to have you. So you're the marketing guru for our Rhode Island chapter. Tell me about a little bit of what you've done thus far and what you're doing.
A lot of graphic design stuff, keeping up with updating everyone on the Facebook, making sure everybody knows, hey, we're doing events, hey, we're pushing Rhode Island. If you want to volunteer, come on by. We're just trying to push ourselves as far as we can into the state and get as big as we can so we can help as many people as we can.
That young blood drive is exactly what the organization needs, especially when we're opening up in a new state. And we're pretty happy to have you guys be part of it, for sure. What's your favorite thing thus far?
The community. The community has been awesome so far. Everybody I've met has been super kind, super fun to be around. It's just great overall.
Nice, super cool. Market. Well, you got any questions for me?
Not right now.
Oh, come on, man, you gotta have something.
Not really.
I love saying the word super cool. This is true. This is true.
When did you start working with the Guardians?
Oh, geez. Nick, what was it, last year, September? Yeah, it was the recipient dinner. And when you say work, it was quite literally work. Lily put me to work. I think I lost probably about 20 pounds in sweat that day because of you there, little gremlin. Oh my God, she put me on a grill. And I just cooked for hours. It was excruciating, but it was a blast, and it was extremely rewarding. And I think that's my favorite part about doing this, is that you're never going to get a feeling quite like it when you're helping somebody.
That's definitely true.
Are you excited for that first time you find a recipient?
Really
you kind of have a goal in mind, is to get to help somebody. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And we're going to be up here a lot with you guys too. Whenever we get a chance to come help and support our Rhode Island brothers and sisters, right?
Yeah,
it'll be cool. It'll be cool. So once again, I won't take up too much of your time. I'm sure you got babies to shake and hands to kiss as well. You know,
too many.
So many babies to shake.
Yeah.
But once again, hey man, welcome to the Guardians.
Thank you.
Thanks for being part of it, and we're gonna look forward to working with you in the future. All right?
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe I can get some tips from you on our own marketing stuff.
You might be better than me.
Well, I don't know. I just click some stuff and call it good. Vistaprint does most of this thing for me, so
Did pretty awesome.
I'll take the credit for it though. All right, thanks, brother. Hey, thanks for. Are you gonna throw something at me? What? Really? This is what I have to work with, family. All right. Once again, thanks for. Stay proud. Stay grateful. Stay safe.
Generator, welder, battery charger, all built in.
Oh, okay.
If an army truck broke down, this is the truck that would go out to fix it. Most of the equipment is period correct to Vietnam, but I do have stuff going all the way back to the Civil War.
Oh, wow.
The sword here was my great-great-grandfather's
Oh, so that's a
in the
family
Civil
heirloom,
War.
huh?
That's incredible.
The tan-colored knife was my uncle's in World War II.
That one right there?
This one.
Or this one? Wow.
He was a Navy LST driver. He gave me that when I was 14, and I carried it all through Vietnam.
Wow.
Wow. That's impressive.
That's incredible. That's a lot of history that you have here.
Yeah.
It is.
That's a
The
lot.
other one in the brown case, this is World War II. I'll let you feel the weight of it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Now everybody sees USMC on it, they think Marine Corps. But in actuality, it's Medical Corps.
Oh, really?
And you can imagine what it might have been used for. It's an amputee knife.
Yeah.
That
But it
took things
became
off.
one of the most stolen pieces of equipment because the guys wanted it as a kill weapon. It was so
Because of the
massive.
weight behind it.
My sister's husband's father carried this in World War II.
Wow.
When her husband passed away 2 years ago, she found this in the safe and asked if I wanted it for the truck.
Oh. That's really special.
This is Civil War, bayonet
Civil
from the
War bayonet.
muskets. U.S. There's Springfield Armory. This is just a U.S. kitchen knife. This is the machete.
It's a massive kitchen knife.
This is a machete, you know, to clear your way. But the problem with these is they're just so big and cumbersome.
Yeah.
So the government did research and came out with the jungle machete.
Oh, okay.
It's half the weight and size, but with the hook
shape.
blade on it, it's much more effective in the jungle vines and stuff. This particular knife was given to me by a guy I met at a car show. His brother carried it in Vietnam.
Wow.
So I have his name on a piece of paper in the sheath. Then this is the M14 rifle bayonet. This is the Garand. This is the M16. These are personal survival knives. This is the infamous K-bar.
Yep.
That is, it's like you picking up a saw, you call it a skill saw. It could be a craftsman or whoever, but skill saw was the name.
Yep. Like
K-bar became the name.
like Band-Aid, Frigidaire for a while.
Yeah. Same knife. PAL Corporation, K-bar Corporation.
Yeah.
This is the name everybody remembered.
Yeah.
And then there's Camillus. There's 7 different manufacturers. I still got 3 more to collect
Wow.
to have them all. This is a pilot's survival knife, a little bit smaller, and you keep it usually down here. I don't have the holster for it. I got to find one of those. These are World War I. These went on the early Garand rifles, 1907.
Yeah, that's the same one I have.
Oh, you have one too?
This is the same vintage, 1907, reissued in 1942 for World War II. But this was an Australian British Enfield rifle.
Oh, wow.
But it was Australian because of the markings, rather than just a British one. Then the ammunition is the M60 machine gun. Those are blank training rounds, but and then these are the M79 40 millimeter. This rifle hanging on the door, affectionately called Thumper.
Yeah, the thumper. Wow.
Oh, wow.
The advantage,
That's incredible.
a hand grenade, no matter how hard I throw it, it can still hurt me. So they invented the 40 mil grenade, fired by thumper. Now I've got a 400-yard range.
Wow.
So now I'm out of the equation.
Put some distance.
And with practice, at 400 yards through a window with no trouble. And there's 7 different kinds of munitions available to be fired with this stuff.
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
Anything gold colored is anti-personnel. Anything black is armor piercing. There's white for incendiary, so on and so forth. Red for more flammable. This is aerial illumination. If I pop that in the gun and shoot it up in the air for about a minute and a half, it's going to be daytime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot more. And then the helicopter gunship had a machine gun that fired them at 360 rounds a minute. Then what we would do, every third round we'd set up as a incendiary, because if we got into a situation we couldn't get a chopper out of the woods, we'd have the gunship burn it for us so that Charlie couldn't get it in. This is what I did in Vietnam, aircraft recovery. We'd go in our Huey, rig the one that was on the ground. The Chinook would have a drop the 100-foot sling. We'd hook it, jump off. He'd lift it out and then carry it back to the base. And we'd either salvage it for parts or we'd rebuild it, depending on how damaged it was. Now, the interesting thing with these pictures, they're all original photos taken in Vietnam by military photographers.
Oh, wow.
I got these out of a trash dumpster 3.5 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
They were headed to the landfill. These were sent by the government to a bookbindery in Brockton, Mass. to be printed into a book. 2 months after they got the pictures, they went bankrupt. They never printed the book. My friend is a manager of the trash company. He saw the pictures, so we had him send the whole dumpster to our shop, and we went through it and saved all the pictures. There was 72,000 photos in that dumpster.
Wow.
We did not let go to the landfill. I kept everything on Vietnam and donated the rest to Hall of Fames, museums, whatever the subject matter dictated. Now the fun part, see the person standing on the ground there?
Yeah.
That's me.
That's you?
That's incredible.
And I know that by what's written on the back of the picture.
So
That picture was taken Operation Junction City. I hooked the strap to that helicopter.
Wow. So
this helicopter is not far enough out of the LZ yet for my chopper to come back in and get me. So I know that's me standing on the ground.
So by chance, you came across a dumpster full of
50
pictures.
years later.
50 years later.
And I've had 3 other people find themselves in the photos so far. Because I do 15 shows a summer all over the country.
Really?
Ohio, Michigan, you name it. And I take the trailer it.
Trailer it?
Because it's only a 40-mile-an-hour vehicle.
I figured.
But to find this chopper was the first chopper into that LZ, a landing zone. Operation Junction City, there was 75 choppers coming in to that area. He had an engine flame out. He couldn't get off the ground. So whenever they did a big push, we flew cover. And if something happened, 3.5 minutes, we had that out of it.
Wow.
So the operation could continue. This was taken by somebody in the Air Force. I never knew the picture existed until I found it in the dumpster 3 years ago.
I didn't even know they did that. That's remarkable.
We designed all the equipment to do it. They never did it because helicopters were new for the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And we had to figure a way to be able to get them back. Well, on the top of the rotor system, there's a big nut about 5 inches in diameter, very super fine thread. It takes 568 foot-pounds of torque to hold it on. And that's what we attached the sling to lift the chopper. One pin, boom. We'll tie the blade down the front, blade down in the back, hook the sling to it, jump off of it, and he'd airlift it out. Now you had to be quick because if the pilot was a little too quick lifting, you had to ride this son of a bitch back and underneath the Chinook.
Oh.
And for the first 2 miles, this thing's spinning like a top. So if you didn't get inside the chopper and get a belt on, it would spin you out of it. We lost the guy that way. That's how we learned. But it didn't happen that often. But once in a while, I think I rode 3 back in the 2 years I was over there.
And you played Superman.
Yeah. And then like this other picture, I love it because it shows you what the pilots can do. There's a theory here. There. Land a helicopter on a riverboat in the middle of the river.
Wow.
That's incredible. Like the amount of skill and precision, and like you have to have really a lot of control of yourself. So yeah, that's no other way to put it. You are correct.
This is my helmet that I wore in Vietnam.
I love that.
Wow.
Incredible.
I'm still blown away on how serendipitous that is that you found those pictures.
The other 3 people, if anybody finds themselves in it, I get the information to make sure they get a copy of it.
Oh.
So that
That's good that you do that.
I had one company out in the Midwest come up to me, hey, can I make copies of all of these? I said, yeah, if you give me 50% of what you're going to make copies. Oh, I can't do that. I said, then leave the pictures right where they are. I've already made arrangements. If something happens to me, this truck is going to Battleship Cove in Fall River to the museum there.
Nice.
And they'll all be on display down there.
And that's really the way to do it, right? Like, make sure
all the
this is-
signatures of Vietnam veterans I talked to around the country.
I was going to ask you about those.
Yeah, about the signatures.
I'm supposed to ask you about when you were Superman.
Huh?
I'm supposed to ask you about when you played Superman.
Oh, when I fell out of it, I flew under my helicopter. The Hueys, on the side of it, there's a machine gun mount. It's held on by 4 1/4-inch bolts.
Yeah.
And we leaned on it. And young and foolish, we had safety straps, but generally we never used them. My gun mount broke and I followed it out the side of the helicopter. And we're at 800 feet. I don't know how or why, but my other gunner had hooked me in. So I wound up hanging 8 feet under the helicopter at about 800 feet in the air.
While he's cruising along.
Yeah, and I called the pilot, Andy, Major Anderson, we call him Andy. I says, Andy, do you mind setting this down real soft and gentle? What are you talking about? I says, Andy, 6 o'clock low, starboard side. And he pardoned the expression, what the F are you doing out there? I says, I don't know and I don't like it. Put us down. So we sat down and fixed the gun mount. We finished our mission. But you know the old saying about having to change your undies?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm sure. That's a good way to rock you.
You know, young and foolish, you did that stuff. You know, if you walk away from it smiling, move on to the next thing.
You walk away
at
from
all.
it, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?